and the work of what you see has been done is that when you use NH, you go, sorry, when you use sodium, you go into the cycle of life. When you go into the chlor or acidic, is when you energize life. And then when you go into the direction of the hydrogen, is you feed life. This is why we see, if we understand this process, as John is trying to explain, and understand the process of creation on this planet, it's exactly the same. Our body decides and plays, does it work with different salts, which in a way dictates the gravitational. How much am I going to hold on? That's why we have magnesium salts in our body or different salts in our body. Is how much am I going to hold on energy to? And then when it comes, when it goes to chlorine decides how much of it I'm prepared to share. And when it comes to the hydrogen, is what I'm supplying. And if we understand this and bring it into production of the hydrogen, H2, or tritium, you'll find out in the dynamic course which John showed us, there's a continuous conversion between these. It's not as I have only H3, but in the course, especially when you reach what I call the donut position, H3 converts to D and D converts to H, and then vice versa. And you decide in the coming time, as we become more expert in these kind of space flight tests, we use only one material, as John has done. But condition of the giving and the speed of the conversion decides if the material goes to H3 and then goes to H2. And then if we can contain the H2, we achieve a diamond structure of H2, which is then it gives us the physical structure. When you look at the what we call the skin of the man in the 3 layer, the manifestation of the physicality and how it appears is on the middle layer. You have eczema, you have skin deformation. It's not done, even though so this is disturbed, this has to respond to it. This carries 2 layers of emotion, or in fact, if you look at it, it carries 3 souls of its own. And then when this soul gets disturbed, the balance of the soul changes, you see a skin infection, eczema. And then you go inside the body where the salt comes to it with the liquid, it becomes asthma. When you bring eczema in a liquid condition that it can grow, you get what we call, what is known as asthma. But in fact, if you go, there is a company in Europe which makes, I think they stopped trading. I heard something, I don't know, I'm not sure yet. What they do, they are specialized, they have understood the effect of the salt in the middle layer. So if you get your middle layer disturbed emotionally or by salt, you get a skin deformation. The skin deformation doesn't come just because of the top, it comes because of the salt change in the middle. So it becomes releaser of emotion, or attracting or supporting or holding on to, so the skin changes, we see. If you understand this and bring it into this part and understanding this process, then when it comes to your star formation reactors, you got to see which one you need to change to create the